All right, puppies. It's that time of day to get out of here. Wow. I'm running late. I overslept. Good Lord, man. My load of wood came in. If it wasn't for Julia, man, that'd have been a fiasco. Here, the whole pack is out. Hey, good Tuesday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the ongoing rambling on YouTube channel that always needs attention, right? Always needs attention, called the Iceman. So here, let me get my barn opened up here, and this is interesting because the delivery for my wood today came in a lot earlier than I thought. We're supposed to get here till 9. You got here about 8 o'clock, and literally I slept in. I overslept. Here comes the boy. Wow, he is wound up, isn't he? Hey, puppies! Look at all the puppies. You know what? If we're all being over here, hey, come on, pups. Let's get them all in. Come on, pups. Let's just get them all fed. And that's what I'll do. And I can go do other things while they're kind of locked down in here. Come on, pups. Let's get you all in here. Let's get the big dogs in and just kind of cut to the chase for the morning routine. Come on, pups. Let's get... Come here, Tango. Come on, pup. Kind of says he's walking over and getting the dogs in. Coming back, if you know what I mean. So, all right, two. Whoops, sorry. Oops, two. Oh, I'm sorry, little boy. I didn't even. Come on, go and get there. No. You're gonna have food down here. Okay, so it's breakfast time for you. That's so interesting. So the kid came through the side door, and she didn't lock it. But what I want to do is make these guys locked down so I can go do other things here. Come on, pops. You hungry? Come on. You're hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. Come on. Let's get you guys kind of locked in down. Come on, Gypsy. Come on, Gypsy. Come on, Prince. Are they ready for that, or maybe to walk back over the house and bring them back with me? That's complicated. Wow. I haven't even had my coffee, and I'm just getting going. Come on, Prince. Come on, Gypsy. Hey, I got another load of wood. See right there? I was getting low, but you know that went up $20. So there's $381 of wood, close to a cord, that's now sitting in my front yard. Where's the kid? So she let the other dogs in. So we'll just go back over to the house and then bring the dogs back. Big dogs are over here, but I want to get my coffee because I didn't even have morning coffee. But yeah, good Lord, it's so funny. I woke up at like 5:30, and then I kind of read the internet for a while. I think I kind of dozed back off at 6:30, and man almighty, next thing I know, it's like 7:57. And my phone, I did a software update. Hey, come here, puppies. So, come on, puppies. Come on. Come on. You hungry? Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, Gypsy. Come on, Prince. You hungry? Come on, treats. Treaties. Come on. Treats. Come on. Treats. Come on. Come on, Prince. Prince is just a slow one. Come on, Princey. Prince, come on, boy. He's so lethargic. He really is. One of my subscribers feels like he's had an injured leg. But I asked Julie last night, and she's like, he's always had that little limp. I'm like, okay, so you guys are right on my feet, driving me nuts. Come on, Princey boy! And so let's get the doors kind of closed here for the morning adventures. Come on, Prince! Let's see, I'll get to know each other. So Prince will be the last one here. Prince doesn't usually go far, so he's not so much to concern as much as the other guys are. But he's always been just the lethargic dog. It's incredible how he, the thing is, for Prince and Gypsy, they were like the last of the litter that were the pick. So you have to say to yourself, did somebody else see something in Prince, and that's why they didn't take him? I mean, that does happen, you know. So here's these guys. I filled the bowl back up, and that's full to the brim, boys. Here you go. Let me get you here. Come on. All right, gather. Yeah, I can't eat any food without you guys doing this or that. So here, watch out. There you go. There's that. Princey boy. So where's Prince, right? So you guys get to have part of the videos for me. Watching me feed the paw so I can get over to the house. And then I'll come back, and then we'll have more conversation. Where's all the noise, right? Wow, gotta get back to the barn. These dogs will poop and crap in my barn faster than I can get to my house and back to them, because I just don't want this barn to turn into the crapper show like it did. I'm just sick of the crap. Losing out of the brain, trying to get going. It's one of those mornings where I'm behind schedule, but I'm not. But I am. Look at all that wood, good. The wood they brought looks like it's about the same grade as last time. Because every now and then, they don't have the greatest wood. It just doesn't, it burns too quickly. All right, come on, puppies. Let's get them out before they turn my barn into the poop land. Is that what it's all about? It is. You know, Charles reached out early this morning watching What About Bob, my video yesterday. He commented about getting more fencing. Yeah, well, I've spent so much money on this property fencing it. There's no way. You'll never be able to contain these dogs because there's just too many areas. You know, I've got a whole other waterway way over there that goes over the main road. So to really shut this whole area down, I'd have to just contain a certain area because I got a creek over there. So, but the thing is, for the most part, I've had success in just keeping dogs on property. Really haven't had a major problem per se, you know, being over the years. But it is what it is, and it's just more money, more time. And the only way you really do contain these dogs, you get the invisible fence. But I'm not doing that. Or like I say, you know, you just basically fence off X amount of area here. But I just haven't had to do that in the 33 years I've been living here. I'm up in 34 years. So I'll just keep it going the way I keep it going. So now the big dogs are upstairs in the office. And how these guys do down here, well, with me disappearing just for a second without going to the bathroom and ruining my nice shop, which that's the challenge, is these guys get in here and they make this their poopy land. So it looks like a little poop right there. So nothing there. That's kind of weird. Don't know where that came from. But anyways, so the good news is they didn't poop and piss everywhere yet. And I'm trying to keep them outside, which if you really watch my channel, I really have tried to change up the routine of them being outside here, and hopefully they do business. It's so funny, the kid had the key to that four-wheeler. Where is that? Because I may need that four-wheeler to go chase the dogs around. And I told her this morning, it's in the shop, but did she find it? And the way my kid is, she'll, nope, she didn't. Or she did, who the hell knows. But having a four-wheeler is a savior to my day on chasing these dogs down. It really is a huge savior. So the four-wheelers are such a great investment. A lot of things I buy are a total waste of money. But here we are. Man, how do you stay on top of the news? Can you actually stay on top of what's going on right now in our country? I mean, sincerely, can you really tell me as a person that you're in depth with all the things that are starting to play out under this Trump administration? It's beyond believable. It is beyond believable what's going on. The Democratic Party, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're the worst. And the Republican Party is too. But for record, I don't see the Republican Party now gathering all of their Republican members and screaming bloody murder for the removal of Elon Musk and borderline removal of Donald Trump. I don't see that. Why is that, Democratic Party? What is going on with you guys? Can you guys please send me money? Just send me money, since I guess it's not a big deal for people to pay into a tax system that's just a Ponzi scheme. Can you please send me money? Because it's obvious that the Democratic Party feels like taking people's money is not really that big a deal. It's not their money anyway, so why do they really give two shits? Because in the end, it's a Ponzi scheme. Yes, we are witnessing more than ever the Ponzi scheme of America. And I used to be involved in network marketing, and the first thing that came out of a person's mouth was, "Oh, you're involved in a Ponzi scheme." What is a Ponzi scheme? You know, I don't have the definition, but the overall thought is that lots of people pay into something where select few only actually get rich from the monies put in the system. Wow. Welcome to the Democratic Party, the most corrupt party of modern times in our country. When do people go out and remove Maxine Waters? Why don't people go out and remove Nancy Pelosi? Why don't people go out and remove Adam Schiff? Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler. You can go through the list of these corrupt politicians. How do we remove them? Well, I know they're protected. You have to go through all the due process. You have to go through the legal system of recalling their vote. It gets down and dirty. They just buy time. Look at Gavin Newsom. That guy should have been recalled like 4 years ago when he was doing his devious things during the pandemic. And nope, they couldn't gather enough votes, everybody. But you know why they couldn't gather enough votes? Because anybody can vote. Anybody can vote. You and I can go to California and vote. Did you realize that? Everybody on my channel doesn't live in California. We can drive to California and we can go vote in their system. Why? Well, they don't require any voter ID. So why can't I vote, right? Am I right or wrong? So here's the thing. We are now participating, you and I, and everybody else in this country that actually pays their taxes, are paying into the Ponzi scheme like never ever seen. Now here's the thing. If you listen to the Democratic Party, I would have to say they're going to say I'm delusional, I'm misled, and Elon Musk is lying to everybody. Nope, stay over here, puppies. Elon Musk is digging up information that's all false. It's not true that a majority of all this money goes to the goodwill of the world, and that's the facts. And it's just being overhyped by Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is a very terrible person, and he's only in this for himself. And so for you, Mr. Iceman, you're foolish. You're a fool because you're falling for the Republican Party go-around, and it's not a Ponzi scheme. That's what you're going to get if you confront a Democratic politician. I don't know if you'll get that direct same response from a Democratic supporter. I don't know. I haven't really talked to somebody in a personal level. Like, hey, what do you think's going on? And I mean, part of me would be like, it's just politics as usual. It's just a bunch of malarkey. True, I don't disagree. It's a shit show. Come on, pups, stay over this side. Come on back here, Diesel. Gypsy, Diesel, come on back. And, yeah, it's like Charles said, it seems those dogs give you a lot of grief. Yeah, they definitely keep you active, everybody. These dogs here definitely push you to your limit of your temperament and your aggravation. But it's not forever. I mean, the dogs are growing up, and as they become more adult, they definitely will start to acclimate and will hang out more. Hey, puppies, come on. And like Charles said, you got to bribe them with food. Well, it sounds like life to me. Hey, that first date you went on, what'd you guys do? Yeah, you had to bribe that girlfriend to go on a date with you to go give her food. Come on, man. Too close to home, right? So they're over on the other side of the property doing their thing. But, it makes me walk around. It makes me walk because I'm getting, my knee is definitely healing, thank God. So it makes me walk around and get mad and yell on my YouTube channel. But come on, everybody. Is it the biggest joke in the world that we're all witnessing what Elon Musk is doing and sharing with the public on how corrupt our government is? Why are we paying for everybody else's problems in the world? Why? Why, everybody? We can't pay for our own problems in our own backyard. What are y'all doing? What's going on over here now? What's this all about? You're guilty. What are you doing? Get out of there. What's this all about? What's going on? I don't get it. What are you doing? Hey, Jesse, just get out of there. Come on, get out of there. Come on, let's go. Come on, get out of there. You look guilty. You look guilty. Get out of there. Come on, get back to the barn. What's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on back. Come on. Come on, let's go back. Come on, looky here. Come on, Princey boy. Come on, Princey. Come on. Come on, lazy boy. Come on. Come on, Diesel, Rebel. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. They always got to be eating the dirt. Come on. Look, what has she got? Here you go. I mean, it's the entertainment of the dogs. So, I mean, but does that just irk you? I mean, right now, watching what we're seeing. Come on, Prince. Come on, boy. Let's go. Come on. Come on. What you're seeing right now that Elon Musk is uncovering, does it just really irritate you? Does it bug you? I mean, sincerely, am I bugging you? I mean, or do you just feel like it's just a bunch of hype? And at the end of the day, come on, Prince. He is so lazy. I mean, that dog has always been just lazy. He's just a lazy dog. Once again, I was saying earlier, we got like the last pick of that litter, and you have to say that other people kind of see something in Prince and Gypsy, and they didn't want those dogs for a reason. I don't know. So now look, they're on the other back side of the property now. Like I say, I get my morning walk. You know, getting a dog, if you're older, in some ways, it forces you to exercise. Good girl, Gypsy. So, anyways, back to the Ponzi scheme. I mean, it truly is a Ponzi scheme because we're seeing how the money circle back to the select few to enrich themselves. I mean, sincerely. But once again, where's all the proof, right? Where's the proof in the pudding? And that's going to be the main argument that's really going to be, I think, a lot of the conversation in the Democratic Party is that Elon Musk is digging up all this so-called information, but you know, where does it all come around to be? But then you have to say to yourself, why are federal judges now jumping in the ball game to shut everything down, to hide everything? Isn't it just blatant? And I can't even keep up with what the latest is, what yet Elon Musk has dug up yet another agency, yet another judge has probably filed a motion to settle it down and quiet it down. I mean, right now, for the federal employees, you're probably confused as hell because even though you wanted to opt out and get an early payout, that's not even legitimate. So if you responded to that email that you want to take an early leave and get paid severance through September this year, it's not even on the books for the accounting for the federal government. So even though Elon Musk and Donald Trump asked you to leave, I'm not so sure the federal government's can even pay for you to leave. Mark Warner, the senator here in Virginia, he's saying Donald Trump and Elon Musk, these guys are crazy. These people are dangerous. They're lying to everybody. Yes, Mark Warner, a very successful telecommunications guy. You know, back when he was younger, he was more Republican, and there wasn't a ticket for him to get in on the Republican side, so he went to the Democratic side. And I was so disappointed because he was such the astute businessman so many years ago of the telecom industry, but he's totally gone to the Democratic, the weird side. So here I am, walking around. Here's the dogs, digging up the property. And here I am getting to walk around my house. You can see all my house right here on the morning adventures, morning conversations, talking about how, more than ever, we now are part of the biggest Ponzi scheme government in the world. I wonder what was the guy, Madoff, whatever that guy's name, Bernie Madoff, was that the guy that took everybody's money and supposedly invested in the stock market, and then inflated the what they thought they invested into? You remember that guy? He'd probably be rolling in his grave right now, seeing that the federal government that persecuted him in the end is just as shady or worse than he was. Hey there, what you doing there, Gypsy baby? Yeah, that's a hole. So I have no idea what's in this hole. Get out of there. Don't get it down there. I don't know what's down in there. We don't want to find out. So where did the other boys and girls go? The boys. Come here. Hey, Rebel, Diesel. It's amazing how there they are. They're underneath the shed. So I think Bernie Madoff would just be rolling in his grave right now, just witnessing on how he was persecuted. He was tarnished for taking people's money, misleading them on the investments they thought they had when he was just stealing from them to enrich himself. But yet we have a federal government that's doing the exact same thing, but in a much, much bigger way. And you now have people such as the Democratic senators that are, raising hell that they want these Elon Musk to go away, put him in jail, kill him. I mean, there's literally people out there saying they'd like to kill Elon Musk and Donald Trump. I mean, are you hearing about this? I mean, this is radical stuff, man. But I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week. The people that are going to start feeling the squeeze of not getting their so-called free money anymore, they're going to get very violent. And so the violence is just going to ramp up, I think, even more because of the fact that it's only been a little over a week, maybe 2 weeks, most, that the government has turned off the funds to many people that used to enjoy the Ponzi scheme. And so how long can they stay silent and not violent? Yeah, how long can they stay silent and not violent? Hey, Princey boy, Princey boy, come on, boy. Princey, you're supposed to get snow coming in this afternoon. This is the area. It can be a whole hit or miss. So they'll predict this big storm coming to us, and then not much happens. What's really interesting, though, is the big storm is going south of us. So if you live in Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is probably like 40, 50 miles from here, they're going to get more snow than we do. And the last time, the same thing. So the southern area of this Virginia area where I'm in, the northern area is going to get less. As you go up into Maryland, they're not going to get as much. That was the latest prediction. Now, it's so interesting. Our Prince, he really is just lethargic, lazy. What is going on with him? Where he just becomes a non-participant. If you really watch my channel, you'll see so many videos of where those three are always out playing, but yet Prince, he just enjoys just to sit on his fat ass. Look at him. Look, look at him. Come on, Princey. Come on. What's wrong? What's wrong? That's just so strange. Come on, let's go. Come on. He's just like his own little world. Got me. Some will say, well, he should take him to the vet because he's probably ill. I don't know. Each dog and each animal has its own personalities. And right now, it looks like he's just enjoying eating something out of the grass. And then these guys here are nonstop. Now, Gypsy, she's gone through the pipe. She's already gone through. Now, is she a character? I mean, it's like Gypsy's an entertainment. That's one thing about having dogs. You always kind of have, that's something about Kiefer. He was such an entertaining dog. He really was. And that's when he passed. It was such a bummer because he truly was the entertainment of every day. Pissed the hell out of you some days. Wear your ass out. Constantly have a ball in his mouth with you having to throw it to him. But he was entertaining. He brought that energy to the table. And so, like Gypsy, she has that same kind of type of personality where she's always up to something, looking for something. And, hey, Princey boy. So the way to play out with Prince, Julia will come to the office later. Or I'll just have to call her and say, hey, your little boy's just sitting outside the front door and he didn't want to participate this morning. Yeah, so back to the chit show. Are you watching the chit show? For the most part, you are. There they go. They're going through the pipe. I mean, just where does it all go, everybody? Where does everything go with the Elon Musk? And here's Elon Musk now trying to take over OpenAI from Sam Altman. Elon Musk has already raised $97 billion to take over OpenAI, and he doesn't like Sam Altman, even though he and Sam Altman in 2015 were the key individuals that kind of started OpenAI. But Elon Musk doesn't like Sam. He really has. He's showing more than ever that he has revenge for this guy, and he's trying to take him out of his powers to be at OpenAI. And he's trying to buy him out. But Sam Altman, his position is that he's going to be, that company's going to be worth $500 billion or $1 trillion. Come on, Prince. Come here, Prince. Are you okay this morning? You know, I wouldn't deny this morning. Prince just doesn't seem, in so many ways, himself. He just seems so lethargic. And one person feels like that I hit Prince with the four-wheeler like a month ago with my front right tire, and he feels like that injured left leg is actually creating a problem. But Julia swears up and down that he's always had that funky walk and limp. I really don't know. I can't honestly tell you. But he doesn't cry or make any type of noise when he runs. When he starts to run, he does run. So it's very debatable. But I guess it would be never hurt to have him looked at. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, he doesn't have any type of, he never does cry or, come here, boy, come here. Come here, what's going on? What is going on with you today? You just seem like he's sick. He just seems different. I don't know. What's wrong, buddy? Yeah, we maybe run him up to the vet. What are you doing? What's going on? Are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? What's going on, pup? He always has kind of that dazed look about him. That's just kind of who he is. This is crap city here. I got to get my little pooper scooper and see what's going on. But he's getting to be such a big dog too. Come on, Prince. He just doesn't seem like himself today. He just seems like he is kind of just, I don't know. Come on, there. So there's other dogs now going through the pipe. Come on, puppies. Is he depressed? I don't know. Come on there, Gypsy. Good girl. Come on, Princey boy. But he always just kind of removed from the situation. So I'll have to kind of ask Julie what she feels about all that. This morning on taking, you have a lot of dogs. I mean, it's inevitable. Something's going to happen. You have 8 dogs, for all of them to be perfect and healthy all the time, there's always something going on. If you ever owned a horse, if anybody ever tells you you're healthy as a horse, oh my God, go see the doctor immediately. You're going to die. There ain't no horse that's healthy. Those things are sick all the damn time. How do I know? I've owned them. Still do own one. So these guys here seem to be pretty these guys kind of seem to be pretty good this morning per se. So come on, puppies. Come on in here. Yeah. And my good friend Bob came over yesterday. Anybody want to know who he is? I met Bob like back in 1992 or 93. That's hard to believe. Bob has worked for me part-time throughout the many years. And Bob's always been a great help where he babysits my dogs in the house when I go out of town. And Bob was the gentleman that had the severe cancer in the throat. And I did a whole video of me giving him a trailer, giving him a barbecue, and trying to help him out. So if you watch my channel, you kind of know who he is. He's a great friend. He's a cancer survivor. And he sold his house recently. And now he's living in a house with 6 other people. So what happened for him, it's just Murphy's Law. He actually bought a really nice home down in Hamptons, Virginia. And the company's worked for probably 30 years, let's say 20, 25 at least. He was doing really well. And he really had the remote work capability. So he came to closure. He could leave this area and live down in the Hamptons and still continue his work. Well, it's Murphy's Law. Right after he buys this really nice home in the old part of Hamptons, Virginia, down near Virginia Beach area, the big contract he had, a big supplier company, terminated their agreement with his company. So it's in so many ways has forced him to kind of borderline start over again. And so it totally killed his vision of moving to the Hamptons and party from this area. So it's such really a bummer for him. And so then I've told many times, you just sell the Hamptons home and stay up here. But his wife and the dogs are all down there in Hamptons, all settled in. So he's made a decision. He's going to stay up here for a few more years, and he's just going to rent. He's just going to rent and live in somebody else's home. That's a big thing. And I asked him, it's so weird for me as a person. I said, so how many of you live in that house? A 73-year-old woman owns this big-ass house just right over the hill from here. And he pays like $780 a month, including all utilities. And there's 6 other people in there doing the same thing. And I'm like, and they're all kind of that 60s, 70-year-old age. I said, well, what does everybody do? He's like, I don't know. I don't see them. I'm like, really? You don't see all these other roommates? He's like, for the most part, no. He shares a bathroom with 3 other people. I'm like, do you see these people? He's like, not really. I'm like, what do they do? He's like, they just kind of hang out in their rooms. And they live in the home. It's not like a 5-acre spread. So that's a spread. It'd be like you looking at my property right now. And I was just like, so they just disappear in their rooms? He's like, well, one guy works remotely. And others, they're all retired. And they just all kind of, chill out. And I'm like, wow. So they're not really outside the house or going. But he's like, nah, not really. They just hang out in their room. Wow, yikes. Yeah, that's like, yeah, wow, yikes. So, I get it. The Ponzi scheme government isn't going to pay anybody their big retirement pay, are they? They can't. They're taking all your money and they're draining the bank accounts. That's what Elon Musk is showing. Elon Musk is showing. He's showing how they're raiding the Social Security Administration to pay for illegals. We're all seeing everything. If you're following all this stuff, you'll see that this corrupt government is taking the money to pay all the illegals. I mean, New York, Eric Adams just asked for $1.1 billion to give monies to the illegals to put them up in the high-rise hotels in New York. This just happened. Eric Adams, he's requesting federal funds for the illegals. And we just saw how Elon Musk just exposed how New York just sent, $59 billion last week to house all these illegals. And Gavin Newsom is passing bills out there in California to have all you guys paying the tax system to house all the illegals, take care of everybody. I mean, it's just incredible, isn't it? Is it beyond believable? I mean, do you actually have the option to say, I ain't paying taxes no more? Can you actually do that? This is how corrupt our country's become, because you can't do that. You will have things taken away from you. You will have things of seizure, forfeiture. You'll have your assets taken. You just can't turn off the lights with paying taxes. If you think you can, you're going to find out the hard way. You can't do that. But yet the government, from seeing Elon Musk presentation, they can do whatever the hell they want to do, whether you like it or not. And you have no option. What's your option? I mean, what is our option right now? Can we get enough people to remove all these terrible politicians? Will it ever happen? I don't think it would. There's just too many people riding off the Ponzi scheme that are too attached to this government that they're just not going to change things. They're not going to do it. The system that's rigged like never seen, there's too many people benefiting from it, so they just don't want to, why would you want to cut off the hand that feeds you? They're not going to do it. And there goes Diesel to check on Prince. All right, the video is kind of 30 minutes, and that's my goal. No more than 30 minutes, because I can talk a lot, and it's just a blah, blah, blah. It's just me get up in the morning and sharing ideas and views and thoughts with you. That's all it is. Nothing big. The channel doesn't really get much attention or traction. It's social media. That's all it is. Social media, just like to feel like I have my friends out there that can relate to what I'm saying, and you're thinking the same thing. And that's all really the channel is for the morning conversations. Just share it with others that you probably don't talk about it. Maybe you talk more about it than I do. I don't know. But I'm just sharing my ideas, and maybe it radiates back to you, or maybe it pisses the hell out of you. Some people it does. I already know that. Come on back there, Diesel. Sit outside, round up the dogs, get me in the barn. I got to go to work. Got to get things in order for the day. And we got snow coming this afternoon, so try to get things knocked out this morning so I'm not dealing with the crazy. Because in this area, once the snow starts falling, in this area with the roads, everybody goes into zombie mode. I'm not lying. So, hey, everybody, appreciate watch my channel, all the support, and hope everybody has a blessed day. And I hope all of us can benefit from a better world that I think Donald Trump and Elon Musk are trying to create. But I do question Donald Trump's tariffs and everything else he's doing. You got to wonder, you do have to wonder what's the end result is, if his big master plan works, or does his big master plan bankrupt the country? Wow, I don't know, man. It's interesting times, everybody. God bless.